What's going on, guys? Shane here. Welcome back to Humanities United Martial Arts Network, joined by Marcus Koval.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm excited about today.
Yeah, I'm going to dive right into it. Guys, we got Dave Leduc. How many people here know Dave Leduc? What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm happy to see you guys.
Yeah,
and thanks for having me.
Been talking for a long time on the interwebs, and finally we were able to coordinate schedules and get you in here. Super excited.
Thank you.
So,
thanks for having me.
Lethwei champion, and for those who don't know Lethwei, I figured the best way to explain it to them is let's do a little true and false.
Okay.
With my understanding, you tell me whether I'm...
But first, let's say that if they don't know what Lethwei is by now, they should get under the rock.
Right.
Or like do some research. But I understand some martial artists, they say they've been martial artists for like 20, 30 years, and they just recently discovered it. Which is like, it's, you know, we're there, but I think this podcast is gonna help.
Yeah, we were talking about social media and how we have mixed feelings about it, but I did learn about Lethwei through social media.
So we have to like social media for that.
At least for that.
It makes me feel old, but you know, you watch Kickboxer. Once you watch Kickboxer, you should know it, no? And what's the other one with the?
Wasn't that Muay Thai?
Yeah, that was Muay Thai. That was more Baran. I think they
but they made the with the Shane, not Shane, Shane Faison. Yeah, Van Damme.
Van Damme and Shane are the same guy.
No,
same kicks.
I'm Van Damme reincarnated.
The guy with the comedy who's Charlie Sheen, and he wrapped his hands and they had the gummy bears on it.
Yeah.
Come on, help me out. There's someone in my round. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know the kickboxer. They did some ropes, which is that's like symbolic of Muay Thai in the Siam times, you know.
Yeah.
But Lethwei, it's actually just like gauze, not big ropes. Like even if you look at Thai fight, a lot of my friends fight and Thai fight, and they have like big ropes. It's quite thick.
Yeah.
You know? In Lethwei, it's really like if you look at one of my pictures I posted on my Instagram. Well, follow me, King Leduc on Instagram. Basically, you know, you can see that it's literally there's almost no difference from my knuckle where it ends and where the gauze goes, because my corner man is Burmese and he goes really like only gauze. You know, you can put tape, a little bit of electric tape at the wrist. He doesn't even put it. It's just like gauze. That's it. And I do feel it on the impact. I had to put my hand in the ice bucket after the fight because, but again, protects less in my hand, but it inflicts maximum damage to my opponent. So it's like, what do you want? Right?
All right.
Yeah,
so
true or
context
false?
clues. I'm sure these guys picked it up by now. It's true or false. All right. So is it true that Lethwei is bare knuckle?
Yes.
Is it true that you can punch, kick, elbow, knee, and headbutt?
Yes.
All right, now here's where it gets kind of weird. Is it true that it goes to a draw if no one gets knocked out or it gives up?
Yes.
Is it true that you can? Because this I hadn't read. This was word of mouth.
Okay.
A friend told me this. Can you get behind someone and rear naked choke them?
You can do like a guillotine, for example, and by that you do as much as you can before the referee can separate you. But like you cannot basically win the fight by submission. So like technically, you can choke the guy and like exhaust them and then continue fighting. They will not like even if the guy taps or whatever, the ref's gonna be okay. Go continue, guys. It's not like a submission. Submissions are not allowed, you know. But like I thought you were going to is like you can also get revived.
Right. Yeah, that's my next one.
So that's the one. Yeah.
So yeah, what I was told is you have to knock someone out 3 times.
It's technically it's
out, not knocked down.
Yeah, like if someone wakes back up after getting knocked out, they can continue fighting.
So basically, there's the 4 knockout rule, 4 knockdown rule in a fight, right? Or 3 in a round, which I won my fight like that in Japan. Like it was too many knockdowns, and like it's enough. But if you get, let's say you knock me out, I get a 2-minute revival.
Let's say that.
So let's say you knock me out, I get a 2-minute revival. So I go to my corner, my corner slaps me, bites my ear, pulls my hair, whatever. You have 2 minutes. I have goosebumps talking about it. It's so raw, you know. And you get 2 minutes to get revived, and then you can go back to the fight. But that's only once. Each corner can use that once in their fight. You understand? So this is pretty crazy. And if you look at one of my last fight in December, not my last fight against an American, but against Tun Tun Min in December, it was a big build up for this fight. It was a trilogy fight, which is very exciting to be part of this. I never thought I was gonna be, you know, like part of that, the most anticipated Lethwei fight in the country's history, and I will get to that later. But we went there, and in the first round, I did my elbow in his maximum power on the temple, and he was out for about 43 seconds. Like he was out. And then the corner they dragged him to the corner and slapped his face, put some ice in his face, and we continued the fight, and it ended up as a draw. So you basically, and they respect the heart. But if I was defending champ, so I he was not able to knock me out. I stayed champ, and but I knocked him out. So, but yeah, so I knocked him out in the first round, and we ended up doing 5 rounds together. Yeah, it was the easiest stuff,
That
motherfucker.
doesn't sound very healthy.
I was just gonna say, just
Yeah.
last week we had a neurosurgeon on. I'm sure when he hears this podcast, he's gonna be
True, but he's also
wincing.
going to be surprised if the way I talk. I suppose because
Yeah.
I think I'm a big, and that's a bit crazy knowing like my choice of career in the sport. Like I'm a big proponent of longevity.
Yeah.
I want to be like there's a proper way to do headbutts. There's a proper the best way to do a headbutt without having too much recoil on your head. I know if you have a stiff neck, you train your neck a lot. I'm a big proponent of that. And then you train your neck and you use your body. We'll do videos after the podcast, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you use your body and your legs to inflict that headbutt. You don't want to do like, let's say we're here, we're fighting. Hey, I don't want to fight. I do this, right?
Yes,
You're gonna
to
see
be-
me coming.
yes.
So I want to really like push and right away use my leg for my headbutt. So my spine is stiff.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's a lot of complex thing, but
Yeah.
basically, I think the surgeon, he's a surgeon, or
Yeah.
he. Again, we're not playing soccer, right? We're fighting. There's always a risk in everything. There's just a bit more risk in Lethwei.
I mean, that's what he talked about, strengthening the neck. He said, yes, that does help. He said it is all
Okay.
about recoil.
Oh, you spoke about
acceleration.
headbutts? Or
Yeah,
not?
well, we talked about
the head getting the whipping effect that causes a knockout and
Yeah.
damage to the brain.
Okay.
Yeah, we spoke
yeah.
about that.
But
But
it
else-
was acceleration, deceleration.
Yeah.
What you say is recoil. So I'm really curious to see how
Yeah.
you're moving in one direction and you hit another head, but I've seen in your fights, you just keep
Yeah.
going, man. You go right
Thank
through
you.
that person.
And I'm very proud of that word, but the sternocleidomastoid, this group of mastoid,
yes.
you know that one?
The mastoid going down.
Yeah,
and
mastoid. So this one is the big group, and I like to train it a lot, and even like get striked. And maybe you saw that
Yes.
video I did with Bas Rutten the other day. Like we're gonna strike here.
Yeah.
This one, again, I believe that's my idea that the more you do this one, the more like your muscle gets thicker than
Yes.
your trachea a little bit, and
Yes.
you can yes. But again,
and
this
you can
drill,
survive chokes a little bit better.
I think so too.
Yeah,
too.
no, it's true.
And again, this is not a drill to like. Oh, I'm not hoping to do an eagle strike in the neck. It's just that if you can resist that uncomfortableness of this strike in the neck and the trachea, which people are, it's like it's a massive strike in Krav Maga, right?
Yes,
Probably.
yeah,
So if
yeah.
you can survive this, or you can like get used to it a bit more than the average person. Well, if you're gonna get punched in the face or punched in the neck or kicking, you're gonna be more prone to get less annoyed and more prone to continue to fight than if you've never had a strike in your, I believe that. That's a technique that's good for fighting.
But I gotta say, I expected you to have a lot more scars than you do. Between headbutts and elbows, you don't really have any scars.
I try to be as much as evasive as I can. Like I use my push kick and I try to create distance, because. But yeah, I actually was like, I didn't get touched on that fight, and I look back at the video, I'm like, shit, I guess I have a thick skin a little bit, but yeah, I did get touched though, but I only had like two, three cuts, never big gashes. I tried to keep my distance as much as possible and enter like either very far or you're very close, not in the pocket.
Yeah.
The Burmese guys, they like to swing and it's a bloodbath in the pocket. So, but we're talking about longevity. That's not good for longevity.
Yeah.
So either very close, and in close, I feel very in control. And I can protect the headbutts. I can release and strike if I want to, and I can like elbow and you can go for takedowns if you want. Suplex are legal in the way too.
Really?
You can suplex on the spine. You can elbow to the back of the spine. They don't care. They really don't care.
So your background in Santa must be helpful for this.
All right, I got another question. A couple months back, this may even been years back, you were calling out someone.
Who?
Buakaw.
Oh, okay.
One of the most famous Muay Thai fighters on the planet.
Okay.
Talk to me about
Okay,
that.
so let's get it straight. I never called him out.
Okay.
Because that would be like, let's fight. I just said, you're in my territory. Be careful, motherfucker.
He was in Myanmar.
He was in Myanmar. That's the thing. So again, and let's get it straight. Like Muay Thai covered it and everything. Like for me, you're gonna laugh at me, but basically, you have to understand. You guys know a bit like the journey we had to go to Myanmar. You understand? Like I know that it was a lot of crazy things. So to basically. It's funny because when I saw that picture, somebody sent me to me like he's in your in country, he's in Myanmar. Like a Burmese sent me that. I was like, oh, you see, Buakaw's in Myanmar. He's at the Swishagon Pagoda in Yangon. I'm like, oh, I don't know why. And you're gonna be why did you react like that? But inside of me, for real, I was like, what is he doing here? It's like, what is he doing here? He's in Myanmar. Go back to Thailand.
Yeah.
But then I played along with it. Muay Thai reached me out, and we did an article on it, and I put some fire on it. But like, to be honest, like it was not fully wrong. Like I actually felt like, get out of here. It's my country, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like I give so much to Myanmar. I give all my, you know, we started from nothing. Now we're good. And like, it's just, yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically I just said, you know what, like, you should ask me to go to Myanmar. Message me when you want to come. As vice versa. It's silly.
Did you talk to him?
No, but I think like his team, whatever. I don't care. Like I really don't care. Like he would never come to Lethwei. I think he has a great career. What he had, good for him. And I don't think he was gonna fight in Lethwei rules. I did hear though, like he's gonna fight in mass fight, MS fight in China. It's like a 9 minute, one round of 9 minutes with small MMA gloves. And KO only to win. So I got approached by these guys as well from Mass Fight. It's like I think Yi Long fought Chong Man Choi there. You know the Yi Long, he did a sidekick and he won against Hong Man Choi, the big tall guy. So I got approached to do like a fight on that 9 minute, one round of 9 minutes, KO only to win, but there's no headbutts. And so I was like, fuck it.
Yeah.
But so if I do go there, probably we could meet one day. But I think he's smaller than me anyway. I'm too heavy. I think, right? I'm 80 kilograms. I think he's 70 kilograms.
Dave, has anyone been unfortunate enough to challenge you to a street fight?
I know you were gonna talk about this because you were fightTIPS, right? So